Coming up next, several other important principles. These are going to show you some rock star level approaches to this whole art and science of HCI that build on the principles and practices I shared in this core workshop. Now, these are the methods that I continue to develop with the Fortune 500 clients that I work with. And I'm sharing these for the first time in this workshop. So make sure that you get that bonus. Here's what we'll cover. First of all, in the human realm of HCI, the first principle is called the doer. Now, this is a new modeling and analysis approach, and what it does is it distills that user narrative down to the specifics of when, where, how, and why these humans would ever interact with you. It's how the buyer buys, how the learner learns, how the shopper shops, and countless other more how the doer does what they do with your online programs and materials. This process of understanding the doer is going to give you mastery over the most essential, the clearest, and the most relevant understanding of what your target audience does with your online programs. It really builds on that narrative approach to really understand when they reach for your stuff and what it is they want to do with it. Next, in the realm of computer in HCI, ensuring functional integrity of your systems is the next one. Functional integrity simply says that it works. It doesn't break or fail or crash. Now, this is one of the oldest, most fundamental HCI realms, but now it has a dramatic new importance. And this is because of the explosion of the numbers and types of devices in the world. All those panels of glass in the world are now coming in far more variety, sizes, types than they ever have in the past. And there's a lot more coming in the future. In looking at functional integrity, you're going to avoid the embarrassment of losing business, frustrating people, and paying for expensive remediation because your online programs don't work with a specific device or smartphone or computer or operating system. In the realm of interactions, next I'm going to teach you about this thing called the dance. This is another brand new realm, and it's evolving rapidly, so it's one to pay attention to. It talks about this. Interfaces and what we do with them are becoming far more advanced, far more intuitive, and actually far more engaging for users. We humans now exhibit emotional reactions to our interactive panels of glass. If you have a smartphone, you know what I'm talking about. Now, this is both an opportunity if you do it well, and it's a liability if you do it poorly. Now, this one is unique, and it covers the art and the essence of our relationship with our technology and our devices. And when we get into this, what you'll understand is how well people can do this dance with their technology is going to determine how well they do what you want them to do, which is going to lead to your success online or not. Finally, we're going to tackle a new realm of qualitative inquiry. Now, we covered quantitative inquiry here in this workshop. This qualitative inquiry builds on the quantitative stuff that we talked about earlier. And these qualitative methods are designed to show you how to engage real users face-to-face using an intuitive, dynamic, adaptive, and semi-scripted method of interacting with them and asking them questions and learning about them and their lives as they interact with your stuff. It includes a whole variety of techniques such as guided interviews, self-moderated groups, what I call progressive inquiry, and intentionally following rabbit trails that users are going to introduce during this process. This is going to allow you to establish a means of interacting with your audience in ways that will honestly guide and inform a lot of what you do, both online and offline. When you demonstrate that level of interest and care for your customers by conducting that process, this process, that's going to come through, that level of interest and care is going to come through in everything that you put online and how you interact with your users in whatever you do. So make sure and get that bonus.